Welcome back Behind the Stick, everybody. I'm Chris Payne, the Digital Bartender, and today is all about the martini. Now, I've been behind the bar for 17 years, and in that time, I have seen you guys really struggle with exactly how to order a martini the way that you like it. There's tons of variations over the years, from the very first original expression of what the martini was to today, oftentimes just being your favorite spirit, whether it be gin or vodka, just chilled and served up, no vermouth whatsoever. So let's break it down. I'll teach you exactly how to order the martini the right way, how you like it. So for starters, the classic martini began with gin, okay, and vermouth. Now, the original recipe called for about 3 parts gin to 1 part vermouth. We call this a wet martini. And what the vermouth does is it rounds out and softens the texture and the flavor of the martini. So the more vermouth that's present, the wetter and rounder the cocktail. The less vermouth, the drier and more crisp the cocktail becomes. Lots of people have decided that they prefer vodka over gin. There's really no wrong answer here. It's just a personal preference. You get more of the floral, juniper berry, piney, herbaceous notes with gin, and you just get that super crisp, clean flavor with the vodka. Now, variations on this cocktail have come up, like the Gibson, which has pickled onions as the garnish. The Gimlet, which has fresh squeezed lime juice instead of vermouth. The Dirty Martini. Often vodka, though gin is used in the dirty once in a while, but this one has kind of a salty ocean water flavor from olive brine. And like I said, it's really a personal preference, but the way to order your martini when you're in a restaurant, the right way. So if you want just classic martini with 3 parts gin or vodka to 1 part vermouth, order a martini, maybe even say a wet martini. You want a good, soft, round cocktail that's going to have those nice, light floral notes from the vermouth. That's how you want to order it. If you order a dry martini, we're going to use probably just a splash or 2 of vermouth. It's going to be a much crisper cocktail. If you want an extra dry martini, that's going to be usually splash of vermouth, rinse it around the glass, dump it out. It's going to almost be no vermouth at all. If you want all gin or all vodka and no vermouth, just order your favorite. So let's say Deep Eddy for vodka or Aviation for gin, up. You just want to serve that chilled and up and no vermouth whatsoever. Now, the classic martini is stirred. James Bond, of course, introduced shaken, not stirred. I'm going to make both varieties for you here today so you can see the difference. So to start, we are going to be using Aviation Gin today. This is a beautiful American gin. It's not going to be as crisp and bright as the London variety. This is a much softer, much more floral, pretty gin that's a lot more rounded with less bite. So to start, we're going to do 3 ounces. So we'll take our 1.5 ounce or 45 milliliter jigger, and we will add that twice to our mixing glass. Okay? And I like vermouth. This is a Dolin Blanc vermouth, and we're going to do about 3/4 of an ounce. So this is a fairly wet martini. All right. And then we're just going to fill our mixing glass with ice. All right. And give that a nice stir. And you want to stir for about 10 seconds. Anytime you put ice in a cocktail and it chills the cocktail down. That's happening by the ice melting. Dilution is a byproduct of chilling any cocktail. And you can test just how chilled you get this by how cold your mixing glass gets. All right, I'd say that's about perfect right there. Okay. All right, so we'll put our strainer lid over the top. And I have a nice frosty chilled martini glass. And we're just going to pour that right inside. What's nice about a martini done in this style is that by stirring it, you keep the drink really silky smooth. It's really all about texture. You get a nice cold martini, but that silky smooth. We're going to finish this one with a fresh twist of lemon. All right. Just kind of express those oils down right over top of the glass. Right around the rim. Final twist. And boom, beautiful. The Classic Gin Martini. Cheers. Now for the next variation of our martini, we're going to use vodka. It's become much more popular lately than the gin. And typically the vodka martinis are going to use less vermouth. So let's get started. Fill our shaker tin with some fresh ice. And come on, you know we love it. Deep Eddy vodka. Again, we're going to use 3 ounces or 90 milliliters, 2 measures in our largest jigger. There we are. And I really don't need to measure out the vermouth in this one. We're just going to add a splash. That's it. Just really quick. And then a little bit more ice. And we'll give that a healthy shake. Already feel just how much colder this one is. Now, for martinis, chilled martini glass that are shaken, I prefer to double strain them because it keeps the ice chips from accumulating on top of the cocktail. And again, further dilution. We're not really trying to dilute it too much. It got all the dilution we needed during the shake. Now you can automatically see just how much cloudier this cocktail is than the gin cocktail. I'll put them side by side so you can see the comparison. See, the gin is much clearer and smooth. The vodka has more air bubbles and therefore comes with that cloudy appearance. We're going to finish our vodka martini off with a skewer of Queen olives. All right. So there you have it, the shaken vodka martini. Wow, that's super crisp. And then the nice, classic, wet gin martini with the citrus peel. All right, guys, Chris Payne, the Digital Bartender. That's how to make a martini and order it the right way next time you're in a restaurant. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.